pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm joined by Shaq and the Jet. Tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans up against the Bulls out in Chicago. And guys, for the Bulls, there are some echoes of their finish last season and what we're seeing this year. They're ninth in the East, very close to where they wound up a season ago. Alvin Gentry was brought in as coach in New Orleans. They wanted him because of his great offensive track record. Shaq, what exactly does he bring to the table?
Well, he knows the value of the three ball and how to get players open looks, especially from behind the arc. He'll push the tempo. His teams are always up near the top in possessions per game. And he's a pretty good coach. Just got to start winning.
Well, he was part of those Warrior staff with those running gun Suns teams. So, two of the most prolific offenses that we've ever seen in recent history.
Right now it's time to tip this thing off. Let's go courtside to Kevin Harlan.
We're in the place they call the United Center in Chicago, the home of the Bulls, where today we'll be broadcasting live. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Last game for the Pelicans, they picked up a W against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Well, how much more does it mean that they did this on the road? Some tired legs on their starters led to more minutes for the bench, and that turned out to be a big blessing in disguise.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, Anthony Davis's ascent to stardom has been almost as quick as the physical growth that transformed his game. Davis said, going into my senior season in high school, I grew 7 inches in one summer. Every 2 to 3 weeks, I needed new clothes, new shoes. As I grew, it was like starting all over again. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. As I recall, he said that was a tough adjustment, but he's been ahead of the curve ever since. And the All-Star game getting closer every day. The league made a switch to have a longer break. Brent, I think the players really like that change and more time off.
Maybe not the players who appear at the All-Star game, right, but certainly, Kevin, the players who aren't at All-Star weekend are getting some longer times on the beaches and some of the exotic locations where they go to refresh.
And it's got to make for a better product in the long run.
I think it does. I think it allows guys to just spend a little bit of time with their families, refocus themselves, so the extra days seem to be helping.
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Holiday and Hield team up in the backcourt. Cunningham is out there with Hill, and it's Davis in at the 5. Moving it up, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Connects from three-point range. Butler's got the first 3 points tonight for the Bulls. Davis sets a screen. Holiday dishes to Hield. Takes a big height bounce and goes in.
That's such a quick trigger there. Hield able to hit even with a hand in his face.
And it's Wade penetrating. Hill with some nice D. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Gibson with the steal. Wade passes to Carter Williams. Lopez outside. He dishes it to Wade. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and he pucks it off the glass. Wow. Yep, that one goes. Gibson's got his first points of the night. On defense, Chicago. It's a 3-point game. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
And nothing went well offensively on this night for them. They were just completely disjointed.
Yeah, about as inept an offensive performance as they're capable of giving, just stale at that end of the floor when it came to their ideas and their execution.
Lopez kicks to Carter Williams. Back to Lopez. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And the Pelicans, since drafting Anthony Davis, have taken an impatient approach, trading away picks for veteran players.
Well, I think they're being somewhat patient. I mean, you got Anthony Davis there, and so that's going to invite some players who become free agents to play alongside, Kevin, a star that's going to create easier opportunities as he gets better. Moving forward, though, you have to consider whether they've tapped out the upside of their roster.
One thing the Bulls have to deal with that is unique to their franchise, Greg, is an extremely high expectation factor from their fan base.
And when you have a rich franchise history like the Bulls, it's a double-edged sword. Fans can always look back at the great years in the 90s, but they'll always long for a return to those days, and sometimes the expectations can be too much.
Now here is Holiday. Playing Brooklyn, he was nearly unstoppable. And it's Hill penetrating. Outside Holiday. Davis with a screen on Carter Williams. Here's Holiday. Chicago grabs the miss. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
And guys, these teams don't see each other too often, but last year they would have liked to see a little bit more of them, the way they were able to take care of their business.
Hield kicks to Cunningham. Hield with it. Wade picks him up. There's the dish to Davis. Off the pick. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. To the paint. And Butler gets it to go on the assist from Carter Williams. Butler's got his second basket of the night.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
They set the pick. And Holiday kicks to Davis. That doesn't go either for Davis.
Well, he's seen it before where he can light it up with the best in the league, but right now he just does not have the touch. Man, he's shooting the ball very well, in addition to creating for both himself and his teammates out there on a roll.
And here's Holiday after Dwayne Wade hitting the three. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Davis setting the pick for Hill. Here's Holiday, and it's sent back by Lopez. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. The Bulls leading by 9. Now Wade. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Knicks in New York. Lopez kicks to Carter Williams. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one is on Holiday.
And for the Pelicans, the way that their roster is constructed, they can play big or small. The question is, which lineup works best? They have players who are great at one end, but can hurt you on the other. That's just a tricky balance.
That one is off. And the Pelicans can load up in the middle. They can space the floor. Brent, what do you think suits them the best?
Well, you always look at the matchup first, Kevin, but ultimately a team has to become very confident in what it is that they can do and not concern themselves with the other team. I think they're best at spacing the floor and using Anthony Davis's quickness on the perimeter and in the transition game to really take it at teams.
He hits the second from the line. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Started.
And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Pelicans.
You know, you don't see them leaning too heavily one way or the other, striking a real nice balance between taking it inside and stretching the floor. That's always a sign for me of a well-coached team.
Pelicans trail by 10. Frazier outside. Pass to Davis. Carter Williams against Frazier. Just 5 to shoot on the wing. Hill. Here's Hield. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Hield's got his second bucket of the night.
And you love how Hield is always ready with his feet set. Once the ball hits his hands, it's off.
Now here's Wade. Guarded closely. Lopez. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Frazier outside. Davis sets a screen. Frazier dishes to Hield. The three-pointer no good. The Bulls leading by 8. Now here's Carter Williams. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Lopez kicks to Wade. Tries from 10. Another shot. And Davis pulls it down.
Well, the defense ready for him there in prevent mode, making sure that he didn't get a clean look at that layup.
To the left side wing. Pass to Hield. Here is Cunningham. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. From deep three-point range, and the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Butler. Nice form on the 20-footer. Butler's got 7 points in the game.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
No question. You have one team firing on all cylinders. The other one can't even get out of the garage.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Inside, Gibson with the steal. Outside Butler, right wing. Carter Williams with it. Lopez a screen. Carter Williams can't get it to go. Hill drives in and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Alvin, one of the best in the league at drawing up plays to free up a shooter. He's been doing that his whole career.
Chicago making some changes. Mirotic is checked in for Lopez, and it's Grant in for Michael Carter Williams. Omer Asher, he's checked in for New Orleans. Etuan Moore comes in for Hield. And Brent Gentry usually leads the league or is right at the top of it in terms of points out of timeouts for coaches.
Well, it may sound like a silly stat, Kevin, but you think about it. When it is that coaches call these timeouts, usually they're either losing momentum or the other team is, and to come back with a play that gets you an efficient, good look at the basket for a score, that's impressive stuff.
Now here's Moore, following the miss by Nikola Mirotic. Hill passes to Davis, and stolen by Butler, and the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. For New Orleans, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Some changes for Chicago. Felicia's checked in, and it's Doug McDermott in for Butler. And a change for the Pelicans. Evans is checked in.
I mean, it's hard not to notice how many ways Anthony Davis can affect a game. Offense, defense. I mean, it's a very short list of deficiencies in his game. Rim protection, rebounding, mobility, spacing, now adding the three-point shot, a transcendent player.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
When a physical specimen like Anthony Davis gets room near the basket, you have to get him the rock every single time. Great recognition there.
Now, here's Grant. 14 points from him the last game against New York. That one falls. And Davis more of a face-up offensive weapon than an old-school back-to-the-basket big man.
Well, this is where the league is going, Kevin, but I still think Anthony Davis is going to be most effective when he gets the ball on the left block, one dribble away, where teams are unable to defend him with a single guy. They bring the double team, and he's quick to the basket. So much more potential to tap into.
Now, here's Valentine, following the miss by Anthony Davis. McDermott kicks to Valentine. Back to McDermott. 6 to shoot. Mirotic dishes to McDermott. Here's Grant. Off the mark and a bad shot there. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Kicks it to Frazier. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Here's Felicio. Looking for his first basket still in this one. McDermott passes to Grant. Misses the three. New Orleans is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And Asha kicks to Davis. Soft touch off the glass. Davis has got the game tied up here for the Pelicans.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Yeah, pretty much unforced there on the bad pass. He has to just make better decisions on the delivery when he's getting it to his teammates.
Jones checked in for New Orleans. Langston Galloway comes in for Tim Frazier. The Pelicans shooting 47% from the field to start things off. There's Galloway. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Asik dishes to Evans. Here's Galloway. Evans outside. 6 on the shot clock. And that misses. That would have put him up.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And here is Grant, looking for his first basket still in this one. Drops in the tray. And the Bulls lead by 3.
Well, he's not automatic from downtown, but certainly took advantage of the soft defense there.
Jones, the pass to Asha. And that one comes up a bit short.
I have no clue what happened with the defense there, but they should be thanking their lucky stars that somehow he bricked that golden opportunity.
Now, here's Grant. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Felicio kicks to Valentine. Screen by Grant. Again, Chicago.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's more. Evans outside. The pass to Jones. And again, New Orleans has no up. The Bulls leading by 5. Grant with a screen on Evans. Grant outside. Down low, Felicio. And as always, the mid part of the NBA season, quite a grueling part of the schedule. Right now, let's check out how the standings are shaping up in the East. We take a look at the Cavaliers. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, the Chicago Bulls. They're much further down in the standings right now.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, they've basically lived up to the expectations so far this season, and that's not really good news for their fan base because those expectations only had them on the brink of the playoffs.
Unfortunately, those expectations were right on the money. They just weren't ready to join that elite group of teams at the top of this league. And they're still in the playoff picture, and we all know anything can happen in the postseason.
And he sinks the second. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Galloway dishes to Usher. New Orleans moving it around. Feeds to Moore. And it's Evans in the corner. Over to the wing. 5 to shoot. From 18 feet away, Valentine grabs the board.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Felicio kicks to Mirotic. From deep. Can't hit that one. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Bulls lead by 6. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing by leaps and bounds, and he talked about his area of focus.
A lot of face-up, like to do the one dribble pull-up. You like to do the one dribble, fade back off one leg. I haven't got there yet, but catching the ball at the elbow, catching the ball at the nail.
Well, I'll tell you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can hurt you with.
Yeah, the Brow definitely has the full toolkit available to him. Tools a lot of guys don't learn to use till much later in their careers, really, if at all.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
I like the fact that they love to protect the rim, love to send shots back in your face, and really, they're good at it.
Mirotic at the power forward with Lopez in the middle. D-Wade out there with Carter Williams, and it's Butler in at the small forward position. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now, here's Wade. Back to Carter Williams. Drains it from beyond the arc. Carter Williams has got 5 points now this quarter. And they say it's a players' league. How much do you think, Brent, does coaching make? Kind of difference does it make in the NBA compared to other leagues? And how much is it motivating players, the main job of a coach?
Some of the best coaches in our league, Kevin, aren't really the X's and O's guys that can draw up a play in a timeout. It's about massaging the character of your team, being able to take the pulse of your team and the temperature of your team. Yeah, and during the right times during the season, be able to activate maybe your brain in a different way and get you out of the monotony of what an 8-month season is about. So some of the more creative minds in our game are not the X's and O's guys, but the ones who try to do a little something different just to tweak you, to keep you engaged, and make sure they get the best out of you.
Great insight. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Holiday.
Well, when your guards are willing to go in there to the hoop like Drew Holiday, it's a huge confidence boost for the rest of the team.
Well, they're passing to Mirotic. Lopez a screen. Butler dishes to Lopez. Stolen by Ashik. Here's Hill. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Mirotic. And then for New Orleans, Davis comes in for Omer Ashik. And Hield subbed in for Langston Galloway. Free throw drops for Hill.
And really, you got to commend the Bulls
for the success they've had in the draft. You look at that roster, you see a ton of big-minute players who were drafted by the Bulls. They've done a great job of finding players to fill roles within that team.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, we know Jimmy Butler made a big bet on himself back in 2014. He turned down the Bulls' 4-year, $44 million contract extension offer, and it paid off. After a breakthrough season, he signed a new contract, a max deal for 5 years and $95 million. Instead of his decision, I was nervous. I'm not going to lie to you, but everything I put myself through, I knew what I was capable of.
He's come a long way, David. Thank you. And with the Bulls and their draft success, a lot of it has come with picks, Greg, later on in the draft.
Yeah, the last lottery pick the Bulls had was Derrick Rose. Not a bad one there.
Yes.
But since then, they've drafted or made trades on draft day to find a ton of rotation players. Give a lot of credit to their scouting department for their continued success.
Good on the second free throw. And the Pelicans have targeted what they call young veterans, guys who know the league but are still going into their prime.
Yeah, you think about names like Drew Holiday, Tyreek Evans, maybe even Omer Ashik. Of course, those players have commanded some big contracts to this point, and you like to see them healthy enough for the coaching staff to determine whether or not this group of players is going to work together and what their ceiling might be.
Now Carter Williams following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. Lopez kicks to Wade. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Dishes to Hill. Passes it to Jones. Pick up by Hill. Holiday, the pass to Davis. Down low. 6 to shoot. Jones kicks to Hill. New Orleans moving it around. Another miss by Holiday.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Carter Williams against Holiday. Carter Williams dishes to Wade for 3. And Davis pulls it down.
Well, after hitting a 3 in the first quarter, he's gone cold from the perimeter during this one.
The Bulls leading by 6. Carter Williams with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Three-pointer, Butler. And Davis pulls it down. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Hield kicks to Jones. The feed to Holiday. Jones with the screen on Carter Williams. Takes a 3, and Drew Holiday with the 3. Holiday's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Pelicans.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Now Wade, 7 points in the game. Lopez kicks to Carter Williams. The baseline jam. Pelicans with the rebound. Outside Holiday. To the inside. Here's Davis. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. You can talk about franchise players, but Brent, Anthony Davis is the total package.
Well, he does it all on the court, Kevin, and we're always reminded that he did play some point guard in high school. Imagine that. So it's not just that. He is a humble kid, a hardworking kid. He connects with his teammates and the community, and they rave about his character off the court. So you got it all with Anthony Davis.
First free throw is good. Cunningham, he's checked in for Jones. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. Brent, you had the chance to play under Coach Greg Popovich during your 4 seasons with the Spurs. Aside from the obvious accolades and plaudits, what stands out to you about him as a coach?
The one thing about Pop that stands out, Kevin, is the simple fact that the rhythm of the season is something that he has a tremendous amount of control over.
Had great feel for it.
There's no doubt about it. Pop is so good about understanding the feelings and the emotions attached to the game. And on top of that, the priority with which the game should have in your life. And that's the kind of player that they're looking for. They understand that the player has to understand the job, his accountability to his teammates, the role that he's asked to play. And then lastly, just how important basketball is in the grand scheme of things.
His teammates cannot be happy with him, guys. He would have been better off resetting the offense and looking for a better shot opportunity.
Now here's Lopez. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Knicks in New York. We see a chart here for the shooting performance so far.
And it's really been a tremendous night. He's been efficient. He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
That free throw, no good. Frazier, he's checked in for the Pelicans. He hits the second from the line. It's stolen by Carter Williams. Wade left side. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And now on the 2K leaderboard, the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. These are the best free throw shooting teams in the league. Fourth, the Bulls.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Now here's Carter Williams. 7 points in the game. Wade against Holiday. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
This is why Dwayne Wade has been the superstar he has been, harm and hoop on that play.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
One shot.
That free throw good from Wade.
You know, watching Dwayne Wade play right now, he is as in control as he's ever been. His body movement, the way he can post up, his patience and timing. All the talk about this fall off, I'm just still waiting for it. He has not declined all that much in recent years.
Now here is Holiday. 8 points for him. And with Wade in his strong play, Brent, late in his career, you can still see him being as efficient and as strong on both ends of the floor.
Well, it's one of the things that Dwayne Wade, the question was, as he got a little bit older, was he going to be able to still find significant ways to score? And his back-to-the-basket game reminds me of the classic footwork we saw from Kobe Bryant, still able to lift and manipulate the defense.
And that one misses.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Felicio's checked in, and it's Doug McDermott in for Dwayne Wade. Tyreek Evans is checked in for New Orleans. And the second free throw, good.
Timeout.
And Brent, you look at Drew Holiday, 6'4" and strong. He's got excellent size for the point guard position.
Yeah, he's got those happy feet too, Kevin, and a good defender with quick hands. He can smother you on the defensive end.
And let's take a look at the numbers for Holiday. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
The Bulls leading by 4. Now, here's Grant. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made. New Orleans has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Davis with a screen on Grant. Lets it go from 14. They recover it. Clock at 6. Here's Holiday. Here's Davis. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
McDermott kicks to Gibson. Back to McDermott. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. No good from Grant. Pelicans trail by 6. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Davis. Good. Great play set up by Frazier. Davis has got 13.
Just love to see the confidence on display from Anthony Davis with the catch and shoot. Just another reason why he's considered one of the best players in the game.
Now here's Grant. Outside Butler. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. He's got 9.
You really have to guard against his smarts. Knows every angle.
Cunningham kicks to Frazier. He feeds it to Davis. Back to Frazier. No one near him. Jump shot is good that time. Frazier's got his first bucket of the night. The Bulls leading by 4. Grant outside. Pass to Felicio. And Davis sends it back.
Love that D from Davis. Rises up and swats that shot away.
And the D really on its heels on that possession, didn't know what to do.
Chicago's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Pass to Felicio. He kicks it to Butler. 13 feet away. That doesn't go either for Butler.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
Yeah, he sat in that mid-range area, which can be a no-man's land defensively, but he quickly moved over to contest.
Now here's Frazier. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Davis sets a screen. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. That puts them in the lead. Davis has got 6 points in the quarter.
And the shot is good, Kevin, but the screen by Davis, that's the real reason why that high percentage look was open.
Butler passes to Gibson. Butler on the wing, guarded by Holiday. Felicio, but they get it back. Grant up top. Tries again. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Frazier outside. He dishes it to Holiday. Kicks to Davis. And they double up Davis. Frazier the pass to Holiday. Here's Davis. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. Valentine comes in for Butler. The Pelicans also changing it up. Omer Ashe, he's checked in for Cunningham. Etuan Moore comes in for Drew Holiday. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Tim Frazier.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Now here's Valentine. There's a screen. Mirotic has a wide open look. That one's off. Still out of sync. New Orleans leading by 4. Galloway dishes to Moore. Evans outside. 1:03 left in the first half. Galloway kicks to Evans. And the 3 off target.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Yeah, awesome job right there of closing out on the shooter to contest. May have made him adjust that just a bit.
And Asha kicks to Davis, and they double up Davis. The dish now to Galloway, stolen by Grant. And now the fast break, Grant with the ball. McDermott, no one around him. No good on the 3. New Orleans has gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. And they double up Davis. Here's Galloway, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Galloway has got his first basket of the night.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Yeah, he absolutely refused to back down there. Crafty lay-in.
There's a screen. Here's Mirotic. It's good. This game is all even. Mirotic has got 5.
Downtown marksman. Always a little surprising how consistent he is from deep because he's such a big guy.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Dwayne, you guys have been pedal to the metal in transition. Looks like you're having fun out there.
Yeah, it's a lot of up and back. Close out the paint, close out the three-point shooter, get the ball out, go. So, you know, these are one of those games that you enjoy to play.
All right, Dwayne, keep having fun in the second half. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Chicago came ready to play. They put together some nice offensive stretches and at one point led by as many as 10. That lead was whittled down by the end of the quarter, leaving them up by 5 after 1. Moving into the second quarter, they cooled off just a bit, but still played a competitive quarter, now tied at the half. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, I thought that turning point was when the bench came in. Those guys really hustled, and they gave the team some energy, and then they started to score baskets. That was a bonus.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
Well, their perimeter defense is falling apart. Guys aren't fighting over screens, closing out on shooters. I mean, you know, when you're playing a team that gets this hot from behind the arc, you got to body up on the shooters and try to close them down. Their defense needs to extend outward in the second half.
That concludes our halftime presentation. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
How about a double-double already? I mean, this is the sort of energy performance that just energizes your entire team.
Well, ending a game with a double-double is typically a good night. Ending the half with one, well, that's some amazing work.
On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Holiday and Hield team up in the backcourt. Davis is out there with Cunningham. And it's Hill in at the small forward. Wade gets the bucket.
And the mid-range jump shot is something Dwayne Wade has really perfected throughout his career.
Holiday against Carter Williams. Cunningham passes to Hield. Now the pass to Cunningham. 6 to shoot. Holiday with the 3. That one misses.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
And this is one of those slumps that you'll just probably want to shoot your way out of.
Gibson the screen. Butler from outside. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 11 rebounds in the game.
And when you talk about what a two-way player is in the NBA, Jimmy Butler epitomizes that. I mean, he can carry a team on offense in so many ways. You know, he came up more so as a defender and has continued to wear that role with pride. And I think that's one reason why, if you're a Bulls fan moving forward, you have to feel good knowing that he's one of the cornerstones of your franchise.
Now Holiday, after Jimmy Butler missed from long range. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game. Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it was controversial in Chicago, but the Bulls hired Fred Hoiberg to replace Tom Thibodeau. Hoiberg played for a decade in the NBA, and at Iowa State he was the fastest coach in school history to reach 100 wins. In Chicago, guys, it seems he's loosened the reins a bit, giving the players a little more leeway to shoot with confidence and air it out offensively.
The players have responded. Thanks, David. And usually you hear the two-way player and someone is talking about a big man. But Jimmy Butler can make that impact as a guard.
And that is what makes him special. I mean, few shooting guards can match his prowess and wingspan, coupled with his defensive instincts. And his leadership comes from the fact he plays on both ends of the floor.
Here's Carter Williams following the basket by Anthony Davis. Carter Williams dishes to Gibson, and it's Gibson finishing it off.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
When you're playing from behind, you cannot let your opponent have things that are that easy, and that was easy.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Wade. The shot, no good. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Hield with it. He's got 6. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Hield's got 4 points this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Carter Williams kicks to Butler. Gibson the screen. Butler attacking. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Well, the shooting percentage is excellent so far, and without him, they might not have the lead like they do now.
Here's Holiday. He's got 9. Here's Davis, and it's sent back by Lopez. A second chance effort. It's stolen by Carter Williams. Feeds to Wade. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And Lopez throws it down.
As soon as Wade looks up and sees his teammate all alone, simple pass, throws it ahead, uncontested jet.
Butler against Holiday. Cunningham passes to Hield. Dishes it to Cunningham. Davis kicks to Holiday. Offline with his 3.
Oh, man, this game would shift drastically if he was on tonight and making those shots that we normally see him hit.
Wade can't hit.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Now here's Hield. Wade is covering. Hield dishes to Cunningham. And Holiday kicks to Cunningham. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. To the left wing. And here is Carter Williams. 10 points for him. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Holiday's got 11 points.
Well, that's what happens when you play the kind of defense that Drew Holiday gave you on that possession. He let his defense generate his offense.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has said he'd like to see the league institute a 2 years out of college restriction. Brent, you played 4 years in college. I know you think that helped you. Do you think that requiring that extra development time would be a good thing for the NBA?
Interesting conversations I've had, Kevin, over the past 3 or 4 years with younger coaches in the NBA is the fact that with younger players, they have to take so much time to teach them fundamental things that chunks up a lot of the time that they would have in order to get their team ready for Game 30, Game 40. And so that teaching is really holding back a lot of teams from being as competitive as they should be once they get their season started. So 2 years, I think, is a great idea from Commissioner Silver. We'll see if that happens.
The Bulls making a switch here. Mirotic is checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Now Frazier, he's got 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Hill passes to Jones. Hill dishes to Frazier. Screen by Asik. Frazier kicks to Asik. At the elbow, Jones. Just 2 to shoot. Fires from 14, and Mirotic sends it back to the paint. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Bulls have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
And the Pelicans making a change here.
Mind the lanes.
Moore's checked in.
1 shot.
And that one misses. Pelicans trail by 7. Frazier the pass to Asik. Jones kicks to Moore. Screen by Jones. Passes it to Moore. The kick out to Frazier for 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Wade's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And the shot is good. Wade's got 14 points for the game.
Well, as soon as he gets it there, it's going up. He's on fire right now.
Frazier kicks to Hill. Frazier against Carter Williams. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut back down to 7. The bucket there from Frazier.
And you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Now here's Carter Williams. 14 points for him. Lopez kicks to Wade. Outside for Carter Williams. And a miss there on the triple.
Guys, I cannot believe he missed that one. And I bet he can't either.
And the basket by Hill.
Now, I know he isn't the world's greatest three-point marksman, but the defense has to show some respect.
Carter Williams with it. Wade outside. Inside. Here's Lopez, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And a moment here to look at where the shots have been coming from.
And guys, really the story for him has been his struggles from mid-range. I mean, some of them have been rushed. Others were just tightly contested. But he has to be a lot smarter on when to pull up or when to look for a teammate going forward in terms of winning this game.
The first one falls. Some changes for Chicago. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Valentine comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Jaren Grant in for Michael Carter-Williams. And the Pelicans also making a change. Langston Galloway's checked in for Tim Frazier. That one is no good. Pelicans trail by 5. The feed to Galloway.
I got ball.
Hill left side. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Valentine. Grant outside. Lopez a screen. Grant kicks to Valentine. Trying his luck deep. Ashik pulls it in. Ashik's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Galloway. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And here's McDermott. 8 points for him. And Valentine now top of the key. And it falls over the rim and in. Valentine's got his first basket. Pelicans trail by 4. Galloway kicks to Ashik. New Orleans moving the ball around. And Hill has it in the corner. There's the screen to the right side. Here's Galloway. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Grant. Valentine with it. Moore's there. Valentine dishes to Lopez. Now Grant. Fires from the wing. And the Bulls tack on 2 more. Pelicans trail by 6. To the paint. Here's Hill. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
They are just killing them on the interior.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Free throw drops for Hill. Now here's Valentine. He feeds it to Lopez. Pass to Valentine. He kicks to McDermott. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Lopez. Good.
That's great recognition. Saw he had the height advantage and exploited it.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. Pelicans trail by 6. Galloway kicks to Jones. Screen by Jones. He dishes it to Galloway. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Kicks to McDermott. Back to Grant. There's 1:17 left in the 3rd quarter. Lopez. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And he knocks down the first one. Lopez hits them both. Pelicans trail by 8. And Moore kicks to Hill. 1:05 left to play in the 3rd. Here's Galloway. 5 points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. Jones for three, drills the three-pointer. Jones has got his first 3 points of the game.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Moore with the steal. 13 feet away. Mirotic grabs the miss. Chicago leading by 5.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, I'm sure they are. I'll bet we see a quick shot right here. A nice pass in close quarters. Sometimes those can be tricky.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting about 42% so far. Here's Galloway. Outside Hill. Now the dish to Jones. Again, the miss by Jones. Chicago has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Grant with the ball. He has 6. And there's the pass to Mirotic. It's not going to go for him. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Bulls up 7. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
Guys, we got to be more solid, okay? We got to be more solid defensively. Now we got to dig in, we got to guard, okay? And then we got to execute our offense.
A lot of things on that list, trying to refocus his troops. Moments ago, Coach Alvin Gentry.
Yeah, the energy's all right, but the execution definitely could be better with and without the basketball.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. McDermott and Mirotic, the sharpshooting forwards. Carter Williams is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Gibson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Galloway kicks to Moore. Shot clock at 5. Goes back up. Chicago grabs the miss. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Pelicans trail by 9. Feeds it to Cunningham. Dishes it to Galloway. Pass to Davis. He kicks it to Galloway. And it's denied. Here's Mirotic. And the 3 off target.
Yeah, he's not hitting much of anything, but his team remains in front because of what they've done and how well they've been scoring.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Gritty effort from Cunningham to work his way inside and get that one to fall.
And here is Carter Williams. Down low, it's stolen by Davis. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. And Gibson sends it back. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Bulls making a switch here. Butler's checked in. And a change for the Pelicans. Holiday's checked in. There's the feed to Moore. 6 on the shot clock. Moore against Wade. And the Bulls with another miss.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
That's really one of his specialties, altering shots in close.
Fires for 3. Another miss by Wade.
Well, the D looks like they're laying off just a little bit. He made 1 3 in the first half, but they're still daring him to shoot, and he can't make them pay for it.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you're better off sending him to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look.
Well, they weren't even close enough to foul him there. That's how lax the D was on that play.
Here's Butler following the basket by Anthony Davis. Basket counts, and that's 13 points for Butler.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Davis with a screen on Carter Williams. Left side, Davis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. Now Wade. Gibson passes to Carter Williams. Lets it go from 14. The Bulls keep it alive. Back to Gibson. He feeds it to Wade. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wade's got 4 points in the quarter.
Even with all of those live bodies in the paint, Dwayne Wade finds a way to muscle that one in.
Cunningham kicks to Holiday. Pass to Davis. Back to Holiday. Jacks up a 3. No good on that one. And it's Chicago the other way. Now here's Wade. Outside Gibson. Pass to Carter Williams. Back to Gibson. And Davis sends it back. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. Here's Butler. Goes up off the inbound. Here's Carter Williams. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. And the Bulls lead by 9. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Davis sets a screen. Moore outside. They set the screen. Chicago grabs the miss. Carter Williams has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Wade. Left side, Butler. Goes up the baseline. Butler missing again.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
Got right up in his jersey. I thought they actually traded for him. Didn't allow separation. Just a terrific effort.
Now here's Moore. Takes the 13-footer. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 26 points for Anthony Davis. And we may have an injury here that does not look good.
Yeah, and as many times as you see it, you know, you never get used to seeing a player have to come out with injury.
And you have to feel for the guy right here. You can see that look of frustration on his face.
Omer Asik, he's checked in for New Orleans. Mirotic the screen. Here's Butler. Feeds to Mirotic. Stolen. Moore with it. Fires from 14 and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
And the attack mentality, I think he surprised the entire defense with that one.
Here's Butler. It's up a 3. Mirotic's shot is off. Pelicans trail by 5. Moore in the corner. He dishes it to Asik. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. There's the pick. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it to Heel. Tries it from the top of the key. The rebound by Gibson. The Bulls leading by 5. The dish to Mirotic. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. So it's the Pelicans now. And here's Holiday. Inside. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Taj Gibson picks one up. And the Pelicans surrendering a 2015 draft pick that turned into Sam Dekker in exchange for Omer Asik. Not a bad trade for a starting center.
Yeah, for a team that lacked a proven center after they gave up Robin Lopez, it made a lot of sense. And
They doubled down on Omier and gave him a new $60 million contract in 2015. They hope that he's the answer inside and can play some minutes alongside AD.
Lopez, he's checked in for Mirotic. And New Orleans also making a change. Hill's checked in. And the second free throw, good. And as far as Asik's value offensively, mostly working without the ball in his hands. Brett, a great offensive rebounder, and he's a prolific and terrific screen setter.
Well, really, he's a very limited five-man, as you mentioned. A good screen setter, but not great hands on the inside unless he's controlling offensive rebounders. No question that he's out there for both defense and rebounding. He fought for that second possession, then went right back up with it.
Now Hield, the three ball. It's rebounded by Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Let's go. Offensive rebound, Lopez. And he uses the glass on the layup. Lopez has got 12 points here in the second half.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I got a chance to find out what Alvin Gentry talked about with his players. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now, or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
Here's Hield. Here's Holiday. Here's Asik. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. Free throw good, Asik.
And the free throw game is something Asik can definitely work on. He's very hit and miss from there.
Wade outside to the inside. Here's Lopez. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 6 assists here tonight. Pelicans trail by 9. Outside Holiday. Lopez with the block. Carter Williams dishes to Wade. Down low. Here's Lopez. Another one falls for Chicago.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
New Orleans has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Holiday, the pass to Hield. Here is Cunningham. Pick up by Hill. Cunningham kicks to Holiday. Clock at 6. Asik the screen for Holiday. The three-pointer is right on target.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Now here's Carter Williams. Lopez outside. The pass to Wade. Turnaround Jay. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Asik's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Outside Holiday. Screen by Asik. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Here's Holiday. Again, Holiday missing.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Carter Williams can't get it to go. Pelicans trail by 8. Hill has the open look. Off target from outside.
Perfect positioning, and you know he will knock that look down more times than not. Just didn't connect there.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, you want your guys to attack with confidence, but that's just a bad look.
The Bulls leading by 8. Carter Williams dishes to Wade. Kicks it out to Gibson. Feeds it to Carter Williams. Back to Gibson. The tray. And Wade is good for 3. Wade's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bulls. Right side Holiday. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Great decision by Holiday to sprint towards the hoop for the high percentage shot inside.
Holiday against Carter Williams. Dishes it to Wade. Wade missing again.
You can't fault him for taking the open look, guys. Just didn't go in for him, but you know, he'll look to shoot that one again.
Screen by Ashik. Lets it go from deep. Ashik. Right wing. The 3. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Holiday. And here's Hill for 3. Again missing Hill. Well, Chicago's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now here's Wade. Omer Ashik with the rebound. Ashik's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Holiday with it. There's the triple. Again, Holiday missing.
Boy, I'd love to see him just get a smidge closer to the basket. Once he sees a few shots go in from there, that might open up everything from distance.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First free throw is good, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
Wade is a very consistent performer from the foul line. This is why you always avoid fouling him if you can.
Jones checked in for Omer Ashik. And Wade drops them both. And here are the Pelicans now. And Hill gets it to go on the assist by Holiday.
That shot was all about Holiday and his ability to see the floor and the open man.
To the paint, here's Wade, and Wade slams it in.
And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
A phenomenal effort level. These guys came in committed to dictating the action.
Hill, no good.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half. And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
That's the rub. They're leaving nothing to chance here, putting all their energy into this closeout.
Holiday, the pass to Hield. Screen by Jones. Hield with the bucket.
Well, they used to refer to him as Buddy Buckets. Maybe that will stick in this league.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Dwayne, congrats on the win. Did you feel tonight like you needed to take over a little bit more than usual?
Well, when you're on the basketball floor, you got to do something. You got to make an impact, and I just try to make an impact either way. So our guys did a great job. That's what it's all about right now.
They took their cue from you, Dwayne. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. It is time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Dwayne Wade. He took control in the final period. In fact, his ability to generate major points down the stretch, nothing short of magnificent.
Well, he just couldn't be stopped out there. Easily the best player on the court tonight. It wasn't just talent, he was the aggressor.
Finally, something goes right for them. He was outstanding tonight. Their losing streak had gone on for way too long. But guess what? He said, you know what? It's not going on any longer. That's the kind of determination you want to see from your role players.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew. All 653,000 of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Hard-working.
A lot of people.
Yeah. It's a long line at the buffet, though.
Shout out to the T-Pose, man.
Oh,
I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.